What is up, everybody out there? Artist of Strong Style here to give you another deck profile. Okay, this deck profile, I'm going to show you. First, before I go on, what me and my friends used to do, well, we did this once. About 2 or 3 years ago, I believe, that was the time. Me and my friends created our own kind of decks. Have you ever thought of doing that? It's on a website. I forgot what website it is, but it was creating your own deck of what you love the most. Create your cards, create the names, create the effects, magic or traps, whatever it's going to be. So what is it you love the most? I don't know if my friends still have theirs, but I've kept mine. I've always kept mine. So there was once we were dueling, but we were only using our creative decks, our decks. There are no cards from the actual game. So the way I created mine, since I love Star Wars. And then my favorite thing are the Jedis. So how I made this deck is like a Star Wars Jedi deck, you see? I made it to be like that. It is, the way I made it, it's fun. Plus, it also depends on a dice. So, okay, this is what I mean. I'll show you. So, pretty much, my level 2 monsters are the Jedi apprentices. Okay, this is how I made him to be. He's a 700 attack and a 500 defense. When it is normal summoned, you can add one light side of the force or dark side of the force spell card from your deck, add it to your hand. Now, that was the first effect. The second effect was by the dice roll. If you rolled a 1 through 3, it has the ability of it can attack directly. If it was a 4 through 6, the dice roll, I can choose one of my opponent's monsters, be banished only for that one turn. Not permanently, for that one turn. So yeah, you get the idea? I didn't make it broken. It's only for that one turn. It'll be banished and then it just comes back. I didn't make it permanent because that would be too broken. So just, yeah, that's the way I made him to be. That was my only level 2. Now, I don't have level 1s and I don't have level 3s. But okay, I'll go with my level 4s. So, my Jedi Knights. So yeah, I created my own way. I created how they would look like. So I designed them to be. And then the effects. I never made this deck broken because we promised ourselves we would not make a deck and it's broken. So the way I made this, it's not broken. So my Jedi Knight was a 17 attacker and a 900 defenser. It's also declared on dice rolls. So if my dice roll was a 1 through 3, all Jedi gain 800 attack until the end phase, including itself. So, roll. Okay, now it's a 5. Now I'll explain if I rolled a 4 through 6. If it attacks a monster, it's permanent damage calculation instantly. So a little effect like that. But it's not broken because it's only for that one turn. So I summon him. That was a 3. Gain 800 attack. And attack. It'll gain 800 attack considered to all my Jedi I have on the field. And it's only for that one turn. It's not permanent. Until the end phase. So yeah. I didn't make it that broken. It was just gains 800 for that one turn. Then I had my Jedi Sentinel. My mistake, yeah. Before it was 800, but then I put it down to 300. It only gains 300 if I roll that effect. All my Jedi would gain 300, not 800. think I made it once to like 800, but I'm like, no, I think that's a bit too much. Let's just make it up to 300. And yeah, just depend on the dice roll. So if I didn't roll a 1 through 3, but I had the second effect, then yeah, it would not gain, but it would just hit a monster instantly by damage calculation. Now my Jedi Sentinel, how I made him, I did not make it to have a dice roll effect. But I did have it. Once per turn, you can change the battle position of your opponent's monster, and if it was flipped up, the effect's negated. So yeah, choose a monster. It'll be switched to attack mode, defense mode, or if I hit a monster that's face down and it's a flip effect, it is not activated. So pretty much negated. And yeah, just he looks a little vicious because he's a dark Jedi. As for my Jedi Counselors, so yeah, they're all Jedi. They look, because it's all Jedi. What I made it to be was a 19 attacker. If your opponent were to declare an attack, I can switch it to him, or I can switch it to one of my other Jedis. So declare an attack, I could switch it to no. It's gonna be hitting my Jedi Counselor instead. So monster, hit one of my opponent, hit my Jedi Sentinel. No, I'll switch it to it can hit my Jedi Counselor instead. They're both 19 attackers, but sometimes what effect would you want to have? Most likely the Jedi Sentinels. And then for my Jedi Guardians, so yeah, it looks some more like a dark kind of a, vicious kind of a way, because he looks all dark. What I made it to be was also another 19 attacker. Now, I can attack directly, but I would have to pay 800 life points. So, you see? Can attack directly, but I would have to... I would lose 800 life points if I want to attack directly. So yeah, I didn't make it broken. They're just... The highest monster I have of a level 4, they're just 19 attackers. My Jedi Sentinel would only be a... Oh yeah, my 19 attackers, they're all 19s except for my Jedi Knight. It's only a 17 attacker. 17 attack. So just, yeah, simple as that. I just made it like that. And my highest monster, my best monster out of all, would just be... Not this one, this is my second best one. They're level... So I made a level 5 and a level 6. My only level 5 was this one. My Jedi Master. 23 attacker. Also by a dice roll. If I were to roll a 1 through 6, a 1 through 3, my mistake. Excuse me on that. 1 through 3. If my Jedi Master would attack a monster and destroyed it, it can attack a second time. If it rolled a 4 through 6, then if I destroyed a monster, then I can choose one magic or trap my opponent has on the field. It'll get sent right back. So only if I destroyed a monster. So if I destroyed a monster, but the roll was a 1 through 3, I can attack a second time. If I attack and destroy the monster, and it was a 4 through 6, I can choose one magic or trap and go right back to the opponent's deck. So you see, like, fun. It all depended on what the dice roll would be, only if I destroyed a monster. If it was just a direct attack, then just direct attack. But if I'm attacking a monster, all right, let's roll. 4, attack, destroy a monster, choose one magic or trap, send it right back. Attack, destroy a monster, okay, yeah. Send magic or trap right back. Only if I destroyed a monster. But if no monster, okay, just attack. Sorry about that. My dice fell to the ground. Let me get that right back. 5, so yeah, send a magic or trap. And my biggest monster out of all was just a level 6 monster. Was my Jedi Weapons Master. And he's only a 24 attacker. That's my biggest monster. Only a 24 attacker. I never made one that was like a 3,000 attacker. No, my highest one is just a 24. So, by a dice roll also. Now, since he's my biggest monster, I had it sort of like a big effect. So, also by dice roll of whatever the dice is going to be. If it was a 1 through 3, one monster, I can destroy one monster on the field. If it was a 4 through 6, I can destroy a magic or trap on the field. So yeah. Destroy a monster on the field. 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 I'm still getting 1s, 2s, yeah. Only for that. Once per turn I can do it. So yeah, a little big attack, a little big effect, but I just made it that way just because, yeah, he's my best monster out of all. And just, yeah, that's the way I made him to be. So even if it was just a 4 through 6, it would not be destroying a monster. It would be destroying a magic or trap. That's the way I made him to be. He's only my highest monster, and it's only a 24 attacker. So those were my monsters. Like, yeah, just Jedis were my monsters. All right, now the way I made my magic cards. Okay, this is how it gets. So I had my Jedi temples, which was a reinforcer to the army. Search for a level 4 or lower. Reinforce the army. Just get a level 4 or lower from your deck, add it to my hand. Then I had Jedi Mind Trick. Okay, how I had this. I made it as a quick spell card, but when I would Jedi Mind Trick someone, it would be I'm doing this to my opponent. So how I made it to be is my opponent would roll the dice. If it was a 1 through 3, my opponent would roll. My opponent would take 500 points of damage. If my opponent rolled a 4 through 6, their monsters would lose 500 attack and defense. Because, yeah, you're tricking them because they don't know what the roll is going to be. So you're tricking them like, okay, I'm going to trick they get a 4. It was a 2, so they take 500 points of damage. So, yeah, I'm tricking my opponent. What's their dice roll going to be? Because they don't know, because I'm tricking them. And, yeah, it looks like, yeah, the hand is out, so I'm tricking my opponent. Jedi attack. Yeah, it looks Vader and 2 other Jedis attacking each other, or this one's going to be choked to death right now. But how I had this magic card to beat was that I reduce all my Jedi monsters in half, and they can attack directly. So it's just cutting it in half. And they can attack directly. My saber throw. So I made it as an MST effect. Because, yeah, you're throwing a lightsaber. I'm throwing it at my opponent's magic or trap. Then I had the Jedi Trials. You go to your Jedi Trials. So it almost looks like, yeah, in Empire Strikes Back, when I made it to look like it's like Luke and then Yoda in the back doing his trials. It depended also on a dice roll. So if you rolled a 2 through 6 of what that number is, that's the level of a monster you can get already from your hand. So the highest is a level 6. I do not have a level 3 in here or a level 1. But if it was a 1 you rolled when activating this, you can get a magic or trap from your graveyard or from your deck, add it to your hand. If it was a 3, it's a fail. So I made it if you rolled a 3. Okay, that was a 2, so I can only search my level 2 monster. But if I already used them and I rolled that, well then you're done. So I made it fair enough. It depended on my dice roll. So 2, I can only search my level 2. But if I already used them, then I just failed on this magic card. 2 also, I can only search my level 2. Again, you see, that was 3, so I failed instantly. So yeah, I made it fair enough where it declared on my dice roll. 6 would be your highest monster. But just like I said, I made it to be fair enough. If I already used them, I could not get one. I could have made it to like you can get one from your graveyard. No, I just made it fair enough like that. The only way I can get one from my graveyard is if I rolled a 1 and if it was a magic or trap card. Only. Not a monster. So I made it fair enough like that. And then my spell cards for field spells would be you're going to your dark side or you're going to your light side. This can be searched from my Jedi Apprentice, or you just get it in your hand. I'll speak about the light side. So yeah, you see it looks 2 lightsabers like it's light. This is how I made it to be. Also by dice roll. So yeah, my whole entire deck was based on a dice roll. All the Jedi monsters that I have on the field are going to gain 200 attack. They'll become light monsters. So most likely, yeah. My Jedi Sentinel will become a light Jedi. Then, once per turn, I can roll the dice. If I rolled a 1 through 3, my Jedi monsters are unaffected by trap cards on this turn. If I rolled a 4 through 6, all my opponent's Jedis are unaffected by spell cards. So yeah, nothing there said, nothing right there I put monster effects. No, monster effects can still hit them, but only magic or trap cards. And they'll just gain 200 when it is on the field. So, okay, unaffected by trap cards. All of them. So yeah, it's only by unaffected by trap cards or magic cards, but it depended on the roll. 2, unaffected by trap cards. Only on that turn. So when it comes to your next turn, let's roll again. Okay, this turn, unaffected by spell cards. So it could reverse back to now trap cards can be played on you. Still on the field. Okay, this time unaffected by spell cards. So once per turn, I had to roll a dice and see what it would be. And then for my dark side, okay, yeah, more vicious with the red lightsaber now. How I made this one to be. They would gain 300 attack. So yeah, it's only going to gain 200 or 300. So yeah, make it fair enough. Rather you get a boost up of 200 or 300. I just made it fair enough like that. Then one of these effects. Okay. If you rolled a 1 through 3, all your opponent's monsters lose 500 attack until the end phase. So yeah, only till the end phase. Lose 500. If it was a 4 through 6, your opponent will lose 400 life points. So on the field, let's roll. 6, my opponent will lose 400 life points. And my Jedis would have the boost up of only 300. So yeah, my Jedi Weapon Master can be up to 27. So yeah, it's not even a 3,000 attacker. It's only a 27 attacker. That's the way I made it to be. Make it fair enough. So no way my Jedis could gain 3,000 attack. Because even if I had my Jedi Knight out, it's only 300. Or yes, it can, because yeah, if I had... Well, it would be 3,000 only because if I had my Jedi Knight out, my Jedi's Weapon Master, and I had Dark Side of the Force. Okay, the roll, remember, the roll had to be a 1 through 3. Okay, it was a 6, but no. But it would gain 300. So yeah, 27, but if the roll was a 1, 2, or 3, it would gain 300. So that's the highest my Jedi Weapon Master can be. I can only have a monster that's only up to 3,000 attack. The only other lucky way, I would say, okay, yeah, it can go a bit high, but only if I had my other Jedi Knights on the field. So just, yeah, roll. 1 through 3. But yeah, that's the only way. I can have it way higher. There is no way I could have up to like 5,000 attack. No damn way that can happen. So I made it fair enough. My only best monster is my Jedi's Weapon Master. Because of the effect, of course, and then it's only 24 attacker, unless it has the boost up. So I made it fair enough like that. Now that was just my magic cards. The trap cards, the way I made it to be. You want revenge, so you want Revenge of the Sith. Because yeah, I started making it sort of like, names of movies or whatever. So Revenge of the Sith. It looks like all the Dark Jedis, yes. With all these lightsabers because they want revenge. So how I made it to be was that I can get 3 Jedi monsters from my graveyard back to my deck, shuffle, and draw a card. Simple as that. That's it. Just get 3. Activate, get 3, put them back to my deck, shuffle, draw a card. That's it. that's all I made. That's all I made it to be. Then my Sith Lightning, I made it to be anytime my opponent would attack, I can play Sith Lightning, and rather if I had a Jedi or not, it didn't matter. Just play that. I made it to be like it's just a mirror force. Destroy all opponents, my opponent's monsters in attack position. And there you go. Yeah, destroy all attacking monsters. And then my last trap card I put as Return of the Jedi. So yeah, Return. How I made it to be was Return of the Jedi. Particularly, I just made it to be a Call the Haunted. Special summon 1 Jedi from your graveyard. Because you're bringing 1. Return 1 back. That's it. I just made it to be like that. Just simple fun like that. I don't know if my friends have theirs still. But yeah, what is your... So just, yeah, I made more copies because I just made them like, 3 of each because I don't know. I just made all 3 of each or whatever. As my extra, I guess, because if I were to play and then I'm like, okay, no, I want my side deck and I'll switch it to 3 Jedi Weapon Masters. You're going to go to 3 Dark Side of the Forces, whatever. So yeah, have you ever thought of doing this? Just create your own. Create your own. What is it that you love so much? Me, it's Star Wars, so like Jedi. Or even if, let's say Jedi was not your favorite, but you wanted to create the Empire, so create, I don't know, your level 4 as a Stormtrooper or I don't know. Think of whatever. It could be like, all right, Lord Vader, you want to equip it to, it has a field, you have a spell card equipped called Lightsaber. When you have that out, Vader can't be destroyed or whatever. Or, I don't know, if you're thinking of, Marvel. Okay, one of your level 4 monsters could be, I don't know, Batman. Your highest could be like the Joker. I don't know. Think of whatever. The Riddler. Whatever. What do you love the most? That's just your magic card. Well, yeah, monster cards. My mistake. I'm just saying whatever. But yeah, what is it you love the most? If I did another like Star Wars deck, I would create it to be like it's the ships. So it's like machines. So I would make my level 4 monster to be like just an X-Wing. If you're thinking of TIE fighters, if you're thinking of, just think of whatever you could think of. What is it you love the most? One of my friends, he created his deck to be a Santa Claus, like a Christmas deck. So one of his field spells was called the Christmas Tree. His big monster was his biggest monster was the Grinch. His like level 4s were like the elves. And just, yeah, it's just fun. Create a deck where that's all you're doing. So yeah, that's my Star Wars deck. And then yeah, I just made it more fun with a dice roll. So this was my Star Wars deck. I don't know, again, if I don't know if my friends have this still, or if they got rid of them, they still have it. Oh well, but me, I have kept mine. So, hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. This is a Star Wars deck. I don't think I'll ever play this again, but I just have it for, just for fun. Or if somehow, you just never know. Maybe my friends want to play again, only using our creative decks, not using anything else. So, hope you all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Maybe you want to try this out. Go on that website, make your own deck, create it the way you want to. I'll be speaking to you all later. Peace.